What's up, Ranger Nation? It is your boy JB, and I am here with a review for Power Rangers Beast Morphers. This is episode number 3 titled Game On, you guys. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump into this episode review. Also, before we get into this review, I know I keep telling you guys that I'm going to do the Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue 20-year anniversary video. I'm going to do it. I'm going to make a plan to do it today. Have it up to you guys by Sunday. Don't hold me to that, but that's my plan right now. That is my plan. For sure. Because I definitely want to talk about Lightspeed Rescue because it's one of my favorite seasons besides Lost Galaxy. So it's definitely one that I want to talk about because there's something that I really want to talk about in that video. And also, I'm going to watch Kira Major. I'm not set into reviewing it just yet, you guys. Let me watch the first episode. If I like the first episode, you would definitely get a review from me for it. So let's go ahead and just jump into this episode, shall we? Alright, you guys, so this episode, we start up at the Riptide Gym, and it's I don't know if they said what number this annual esports competition is, but it's actually the championship game, and Devin is a finalist along with this girl named Carrie, and they're playing the game. So they have this console, which I was kind of confused as to why they kept calling it the console, because the console looks like this, my PS4 controller. Like, it literally looks like my PS4 controller. Only difference was this was closed and they had a cartridge that you could stick in it. And the cool thing about it is that they were playing with holograms. I'm like, okay, that's pretty interesting. And the holograms were almost lifelike. I'm like, cool. Thought that was actually pretty cool. I would love to play a game with a hologram. So, you know, and that actually kind of begs the question, because I was actually thinking about this at work the other day. Because I think that I was watching, what was I watching? I was watching on the Power Rangers YouTube channel. Oh yeah, they released you know, a compilation of all the theme songs over the history, and we got to Power Rangers. I got to Power Rangers SPD, and I started thinking about SPD. Like, we're in our actual timeline, we're reaching that time period, 2025, because 2025 is vastly approaching. So it begs the question of, are we gonna start implementing things from, you know, Power Rangers SPD into going to the future now? Because, you know, remember, in SPD, humans and aliens peacefully coexisted with each other, and you know, the technology was far advanced in the year 2025. So I was just wondering, are we starting to catch up with that? So since we are almost to, you know, we're in 2020 now, with Power Rangers, are we going to start implementing things from SPD's timeline into what Power Rangers is now? Because that's the question that I wonder when it comes to, like, Steel, how Steel can be out and about in Coral Harbor, which that's also another question. How can Steel be out and about in Coral Harbor, but the Beastbots can't? Because the Beastbots are robots just like Steel is. So what's so different about Steel and the Beastbots? You know, I don't understand that part at all. So Mayor Daniels is there. So Mayor Daniels, he starts having his coughing spell because, you know, he asked Nate what's going on. Nate explains everything to him. So he starts, I'm like, should we get you checked out for this cough that you got, brother? Because, yeah, that's not a good look. So, you know, he steps out, and then when he steps out, we get Blaze and Roxy to come in. So Blaze and Roxy, they take Carrie's console, and, you know, the Rangers morph. And when the Rangers morphed, they were, you know, they called in Tronics to stop the Rangers from chasing after them. So the Rangers got in, like I said, they got intercepted by the Tronics. So Blaze and Roxy got outside, and while they were outside, they were able to make the Robotron, which her name is Gamertron. So then the Rangers did come out, and, you know, they've taken care of the Tronics, but Gamertron is there. So Blaze and Roxy calls on some more Tronics, and, you know, Gamertron is there. So, you know, they decided to split up. So Three of them take care of Gamertron. The other two take care of the Tronics. So the three that took care of Gamertron was Devin, Ravi, and Zoe, and then Nathan Steele took care of the Tronics. So when Zoe, Ravi, and Devin went after Gamertron, Gamertron made a hologram of those three that they had to fight. And the holograms fight similarly to the Rangers. This is like the third or fourth time that we saw. How many times have we saw, clones of the Rangers? I'm trying to go in history about the times that we saw clones of the Rangers. So MMPR, we saw clones of the Rangers. Actually, Mighty Morphin Mutants. Mighty Morphin. I don't remember if we had any in Zeo. The Shadow Rangers in Turbo. I had almost forgot about them. The Shadow Rangers in Power Rangers Turbo. The Psycho Rangers in Power Rangers in Space. Because when we first met the Psycho Rangers, they were dressed as the Rangers. The Psycho Rangers in Space. Lost Galaxy, they didn't have anything. The closest thing that they had was Chameleac. Lost Galaxy, Lightspeed Rescue, they had the Cyborgs. Which the Cyborgs were good at first, but then they turned evil because of their malfunction. Time Force, they had some evil Rangers. They were clones of them. I don't remember if Wild Force had any. I think Wild Force did. I can't remember. I don't remember. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna stop right there. If you guys remember any more, leave them in the comment section and we'll discuss it. But let's move on. All right, you guys. So, like I said before, the Rangers were battling the holograms. Now, I will say the holograms are beating the Rangers' asses. I'm like, damn, y'all getting y'all asses kicked by these holograms. So, like I said, now Nate and Steele were fighting the Tronics, and they were fighting with Blaze and Roxy. So, they defeated the Tronics. So Blaze and Roxy joined Gamertron, and the Rangers were like, what, we got to get out of here, regroup, try to figure out how to take these holograms down as well as Gamertron down. So, we saw that Carrie was watching the fight happen. So then at Grid Battle Force, Devin comes in with his console. So Nate is looking at the console trying to figure out a way to, stop the holograms and Gamertron as well. So, Devin gets a call about the competition. So he has to go over to the Riptide Gym. And so when he gets there, he finds out that he won the competition by default because, like I said, Blaze and Roxy, they stole Carrie's console, and Carrie doesn't have a spirit console. So Devin's like, what? Here, you can have mine. I want to win the game fair and square. So he gives her his. He says, I have a spare one. So game on between me and you. Play on words for the episode. So then, back at Grid Battle Force, Commander Shaw comes into where the Rangers are. She tells them that someone is there to speak with them, and it's Carrie. So she says, you guys need to meet her morphed because she can't know your identities. So, so Carrie goes in. She tells them that, she has a secret move that she can tell them to stop the holograms. And they're like, well, what kind of a secret move? She says, well, she found a glitch in the game that makes it, that if you hit it a certain way, it freezes. So if you hit it twice right here, and then slash down, it freezes. And Devin goes back in his memory bank because Devin walked in. He said, you, and she's like, huh? He had to, play it off. And he was like, he was thinking, so that's why his hologram froze. So they were like, so you basically cheated, huh? She was like, yeah. So she told him what the move was. So now the Rangers have a one-up on, Gamertron. So, Commander Shaw tells them that, hey, a truck with the gaming consoles in it was stopped by Gamertron. So then we do see the Rangers, so they go and, they intercept Gamertron. So they tell Steele and Nate to escort the console, the truck, back to headquarters, and they'll take care of Gamertron. So they do take care of before they can even get to Gamertron, makes the holograms again come appear. So the Rangers have to battle the holograms, and at first the Rangers are getting once again beat by these holograms. So then they remember Carrie's secret. So they call on their beefsteak sabers. So they hit them 1, 2, 1, 2, slash, and they froze them. And then they call on their blasters, and they blast and destroy the holograms. And then they do the same to Gamertron. They blast and destroy her. So then Commander Shaw calls the Rangers. She tells them that there is a Gigadrone in the city. So when a Gigadrone lands, you see this, it's like a black cloud or something that goes up, and it encloses a dome around the Gigadrone. So I'm like, what's going on with this? And the Gigadrone did not look like Gamertron, so it's a different Gigadrone. So the Gigadrone, it starts to siphon off some energy. I'm like, what is it doing? So the Rangers call on the Ultrazord, so they get the Ultrazord and they go to into the dome where it is. And when they get into the dome, they realize that the Gigadrone is draining Morphex energy from the buildings, and it's also draining some of their Morphex energy. So what they have to do is they have to destroy the Gigadrone in order to stop it. So the Rangers do eventually destroy the Gigadrone. So that is it for the Gigadrone of the episode. Alright, so I'm going to throw this in because it was, I'm not going to say it was out of place. I don't think it was really needed in this episode, and it's Ben and Betty. So Ben and Betty were both at the Riptide Gym early in the episode. So there's this little, I guess this is a game that's another hologram that is a dance instructing game, I guess. I don't know. So, Betty was dancing with the instructor, but then she had feelings for the instructor hologram. I was puzzled by that. I like Ben and Betty. Ben and Betty are a lot better than what Victor and Monty were, but I just didn't understand the significance of this whole. I know it was comedic relief, but it was bad timed. It was bad timing because I didn't see how it related to the episode. Now, most times with Ben and Betty and their humor, it relates to the episode, but this really didn't relate to the episode very much to me personally. So yeah, that was interesting to say the least. But let's move on. Actually, let's continue on. So we saw Betty at the competition again, and she's still, she's trying to get to know this hologram. I was just sitting here again like, what does this have to do with anything? Confusing, huh? So yeah, so the competition is underway. Now, Devin is beating the brakes off of, what's her name? Carrie. So her brother's like, why don't you use your secret move? She's like, no, I don't want to cheat. And I did forget to mention that when Carrie talked to the Rangers at Great Battle Force, she told them that the reason why she was doing this all is because her brother, I think he needs a surgery on his leg because he plays soccer. So, I understood her plight. So, she said, no, I'm not going to cheat. So her not cheating ultimately caused her the trophy and the prize money. So she, like I said, she lost. She got KO'd. So Devin wins the trophy and the money. But Devin decides, to be the good person. He's like, only I really wanted was a trophy. He said, I heard from someone else that you need this money more than I do. So Devin gives Carrie the $5,000. I'm like, wow. I don't know if I would be that nice to give up $5,000. But, Devin was, just don't know if I would have been that nice. So then, Mayor Daniels, he comes up to Devin, and once again, he's still coughing. And, he's like, you know what, gotta go. Congratulations, but I gotta get out of here. So we do see Mayor Daniels, and he goes outside, and he's still coughing. And who shows up but Blazing Roxy? And what does Mayor Daniels do? Turns into Evox. So, Evox is over pretending to be Mayor Daniels. So that begs the question. So Evox is technically not Mayor Daniels. He's just pretending to be Mayor Daniels. So where is Mayor Daniels? So is Mayor Daniels still in the cyber dimension? I wonder, is he still in the cyber dimension? That's a good question. But the cyber dimension was destroyed. So where is Mayor Daniels? Where is Mayor Daniels at? Good question. But you guys, that was Power Rangers Beast Morphers. Be sure to like this video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification button so you guys know when I drop anything else. Share this video, and I will see you guys later. And again, I'm going to do the Lightspeed Rescue 20-year anniversary video, and I'm not decided on Kira Major just yet. But if I do decide to do Kira Major, you guys will see that video probably. Ooh, God, you guys will probably see that video on Tuesday, because I have a packed schedule on Monday, so more than likely you might see it on Tuesday. Now, if I can find the subs sometime tomorrow, it could be up early Monday morning, but just depending on when I find the subs. But until then, Ranger Nation, later.